Okay, hello and welcome to part 26 of Pixel Plays Final Fantasy VII. And this may be a somewhat shorter one, because we have Critical Role tonight. I may be able to stream a little bit more tomorrow, and Saturday. But basically, I wanted to talk a bit about the Chocobo breeding um, uh, element of the game, because that's interesting. Um, let's look at some of the side quest stuff. Um, apparently, like the guide seems to think that you can, um, but if you visit the cave during this queue with Vincent in your party, you'll get Lucretia's cave. But so far, it's not happening. So I think we need to do a few more things before we can do that. Um, but anyway, um, so there's a few things I would do. Like if we're going to make chocobo breeding part of, which I mean they're probably going to do to some extent just because it was a part of the original game, but based on there's just a few different things, but I think starting with the basic, um, like it was going to be completely kind of unmodified in general, um, and then sort of building upon that as I guess the foundation. Um, so the most basic thing they could do is make it so that the moment you acquire a chocobo, you just get all the info, and they could do this. There seems to be some indication, particularly I guess even with the way that they've sort of iterated on Final Fantasy VII. Even in the compilation with like Crisis Core, like had actual cell phones in it. I'm not sure if they were smartphones. They may have been kind of smartphones. Um, uh, but like that idea, it could like basically be like you be, when you send the chocobo to the farm, you can like text an image of the chocobo you just got to Chocobo Bill or whatever, and he'll be like, "Oh, that's a great chocobo. That looks like a great chocobo. It shows an incredible promise." Basically, the idea being, um, in some way, however they make it immersive, you will know immediately when you catch a chocobo, or when you send it to, or at least when you send it to the stables, you'll know very quickly if I have to actually like run all the way back over there. Um, the sex of a chocobo and how what their quality rating is. Because the fact of the matter is, in order to really do this, I think the way it's probably intended to some extent is that you just go around the area with the with where the chocobo of a particular quality would are able to spawn, and then just catch however many will fit into the corral area or whatever, and then go to the farm and find hopefully find one that is of the quality that you want, and of course then you have to worry about what they're whether or not you will find two of the proper quality and the right sex to breed. Um, so that and then you had to go through and go through the chocobo races and feed them greens and get their stats up and chocobo race them until they get to S rank, and then hopefully they can breed the two types of chocobo who who can breed to make a black chocobo, who will then have to breed with a wonderful chocobo, who is also you also should grind. You need to get these new chocobo up to S rank. Like it's not required, but it raises the chances to at least like the way I had it. Granted, I had like win. Oh, I mod. I used save editing to like basically have it so that they won 100 races. Yeah. Which would be ridiculous because that's like between all the chocobos that I think I had to use. That's probably about like 500 races. Like there's no way I could have done that. Um, but I don't know what the minimum number of races you need to win to achieve S rank. Um, and probably even achieving S rank is a guarantee. So, um, but the various factors that I edited, I suppose, like all came together to allow it. But yeah, it's kind of insane, and I think that chocobo racing and chocobo breeding should potentially be compartmentalized a bit more. Like not only is that like unrealistic in a way, like yeah, like how is their ability like there could be an idea that like with the way that chocobo work in a magical fantasy setting that feeding them greens and and getting them better at racing and also you know it's midi chlorians or I don't know. It increases their midi chlorian count. Um, their mitochondria. It's entirely connected to Parasite Eve. Um, which is the real world equivalent of. But anyway, and actually, apparently, people who are athletes have higher actually do have a higher mitochondria count. So, um, that's interesting. But anyway, what was I'm losing track. But yeah, I think they need to make it less complicated and less convoluted. Um, I also kind of wonder like when is it going to be like really properly introduced into the game and like how far can you go? I'm also like kind of excited to see what a gold chocobo actually would look like in a modern game engine because they could really like make the feathers look shiny. Um, whereas in this game the gold chocobo is really just a more oranger shade of yellow. Yeah. Um, so hopefully they'll make it less complicated, more fun in general, less grindy. But also adding quality of life changes. I think on the most basic level, like if you do have to go around and you know, uh, grind for. Actually, I kind of wonder like if they're doing a more real time uh, combat system or finding things in the overworld. I wonder how Chocobo lure is going to really work. Also, another just random thought I had, which is really interesting, is I wonder like why we've never seen to my knowledge anyway. And granted, I'm not like a big MMO guy. I played maybe I think I played only two MMOs at any like real depth, which is DC Universe Online and Elder Scrolls Online. And I actually like beat one of the campaigns once. I think I beat the superhero campaign in Universe Online, and I beat like the main campaign of Elder Scrolls Online through uh, the Aldmeri Dominion quest line. Then I got stuck at a particular puzzle with the Ebon Pact, I think. This is before the whole Tamriel unlocked thing, so I wonder how different the game is now. Um, it's just that I think I have it on. I don't even have it installed anymore. But anyway, uh, the thing is, yeah, okay, the idea I had was that why can't you do turn-based combat in an MMO? Especially if you do it kind of like in some way like the JRPG style, which would be because I mean I understand why you wouldn't do turn-based combat in uh like hmm like that could be the only thing that may be a little weird about doing turn-based combat the way I'm thinking would be that effectively like if you're just watching like a player or a group of players go into combat, you would basically see them like well, I mean there's a couple ways you can do it. You do it like very old school style where you um uh you know just run around and random encounters. Or you could do it more Earthbound style, or more what most modern games are doing, where at least when you have instanced combat, as I would refer to it as, um, you run into the enemy and then you go into battle mode. So, what would happen from the perspective in this concept, from the perspective of someone just watching people running around the world, is that they would run into an enemy and bam, they and the enemy like just disappear because they're going into this other alternate dimension where the battle's taking place. Um, Granted, you could still kind of um, I mean the thing is your adventuring party would need to I think the general idea would be your adventuring party would walk up to the enemy. It would kind of be, I guess, in a way, Chrono Trigger style, where like then it would just like move all your characters into position, to engage in uh, turn-based battle. In that case, if we want to like make it immersive for just everyone, um, basically you can't join into the combat. Or maybe you can, but you have to kind of get permission from the party to sort of like, hey, can I chip in? And there'll be like a limit to how many people can like fight a single enemy. Um, like there'll basically reach a point where like you know, you can't fight this enemy. It has two people fighting it, and we can't balance it. I don't know. I don't know. I've been thinking of like the ways that like turn-based combat wouldn't work, but like if it's done with like an ATB thing in mind, then it really should work. Like I don't see any kind of like logical reason why it wouldn't work. Like there'd be a few hiccups, but you can kind of get around most of them. Um, anyway, um, I already don't have a lot of time to begin with, so I mean we have like 2.5 hours until Critical Role, roughly. I think I could give myself some time to like prepare supper and yeah. Um, okay, that's interesting. So there's a back room to the general store in Cosmic Canyon. But it's funny, when the team first arrives, it's roped off. When you check back again later, the rope will be removed. Let's say like when later it'll be removed. Just that it will be removed. At some point. Anyway. Oh, the audio is a little too loud for me. There we go. So there's the key to the city. I want to... Oh yeah, it's Bone... We need to go to Bone Village to, Although we need to do something first before we can go to the Bone Village, but... So we missed some things in Midgar, so we need to, there should be a backup feature on. Really, the entire area, because it is in Greenland, we can't actually land. We have to land further away from Midgar. That makes absolutely no frickin' sense. At least we have a chocolate, so we don't have to worry too much about it. Okay, there should be... Wow. Visit number 7 gate late in the game. How late into the game? Damn it. Key to Sector 5? Oh, I have to wait until Cloud rejoins the party. Damn it. Okay. Well, I was hoping to focus on side quests here. I mean, I might still be able to, but... And now that we have a gold chocobo, we can kind of just not have to worry about kind of any random encounters on the world map. Return. It's terrible, isn't it? The ominous looking star. The children are too scared to go outside now. To be honest, I wish I didn't have to be out here either. I'm not that I'm afraid of that big star. It's that I have a stomachache. That's why I'm staying here. It's the truth. I think this might be the general store because it has like an area. Ellie, damn it! Quit knocking stuff over. I have no fear for. I know planetary bio. I had no fear. So I know planetary bio. I said, actually, I am a little scared, but when I read a book on planetary bioscience, I can forget all my worries. Okay, here we go. We actually can kind of see the back room a little bit. Okay, full cure materia. Look there, it's a magic source. I have to give that to. I don't know if it's because of the mod that like the back room's actually kind of revealed before we're supposed to be able to see it, or if that's just like the way it looks normally. Now, we could basically go and cheat again. That is to say, we can, basically there's a side quest. Let's see, to find a bunch of Turtle's Paradise flyers. So Turtle's Paradise, which I had in special contact, they placed 6 flyers around the planet, each with an advertisement for the restaurant. The restaurant owner is offering a prize to anyone who can locate all 6 flyers. So, here's the problem. Flyer number 1 is at the heart of the Sector 5 slum. On this side of the house on the east side of the town, you'll find a flyer tacked to the wall in the boys' room upstairs. We didn't get that. Ooh, the second flyer is, so I may need to cheat for the first 2. Regardless, if I want to do it at this point in the game. Because we can't get into Midgar at all until we get Cloud back. That's problem number 1. Then the second flyer is in Shinra HQ. Now, spoiler, mild spoiler, like almost inconsequential spoiler. I believe my memory is I imagine my memory is fairly accurate on this. The ropeway, the little rope up to Shinra HQ is gone. We'll go back to Shinra HQ eventually, but it'll be much later in the game, even later than getting Cloud back. So, yeah, we aren't going to be able to reach this flyer anytime soon, which is why we may need to cheat. Now, for the sake of this being kind of a quasi walkthrough, you find this flyer, and we'll probably look at the flyers, regardless of whether we cheat. We'll find the flyers legitimately and look at them. Hopefully, if I don't, unless I forget. I wanted, the only reason I'm considering cheating here is so we can do it all in one go. While we have some extra time while we're trying to do side quests. And my reasoning for this is because, we could have done these things earlier on. This is kind of an instance of what, and Lore Runner would call walkthroughitis. It's sort of walkthroughitis, sort of not, because, we learn about, it's kind of bad game design. It's what I personally call bad game design. And again, I really want to make a bad game design t-shirt. I'm nowhere near, there's a few problems. I'm nowhere near popular enough to, probably have other people interested in buying a bad game design t-shirt. But two, if people did buy it and wear it, nobody would get it. Bad game design, what's that from? What does that correlate to? That's also connected to how few people see me. Even if I had enough fans to want to buy it, then I had to have enough fans who would, have any chance of encountering someone else who gets what the shirt's referring to. Just with the text, bad game design. Or that's bad game design. The thing is, I want to come up with some kind of context to include on a t-shirt design. So if you have any idea for some kind of image or iconography or something I can add to a t-shirt to illustrate or give some kind of context to the phrase "that's bad game design." I need an image of bad game design or something. I don't know. Maybe Turtle Paradise flyers. Anyway, the fact is you don't even know that this is a thing, or you can't even really learn that this contest is a thing until you reach Wutai. By the time you reach Wutai, you don't have access to the places where you can find the first two flyers. So unless you happen to stumble across them just through exploring and clicking everything, not really clicking, but buttoning, I don't know what the hell you call it, examining everything. So anyway, just to explain it, the second one is a tough one. You must find this flyer on one of your 2 trips to Shinra HQ. If you don't, you can't win the contest. The flyer is stuck to the bulletin board at the back of the lobby's first level. Okay. So the flyer 3 is in the Ghost Hotel. Flyer 4 is in Cosmo Canyon. Flyer 5, go to the inn? The inn. Just go to the inn. The final one's it's actually right next to Turtle's Paradise in Yuffie's basement. We get a lot of sources. So that's cool. Well, that's cool. So basically, when you fire up the game and the first time you go onto or back into the bridge, Sid says, "Where should we go? Fort Condor or?" I'm assuming that's how it works. It's probably effectively like Animal Crossing. Um, well, I'm not sure it would be like Animal Crossing. And in case you don't understand what I'm talking about, there's a guy named VII in Animal Crossing where basically if you reset the game without saving, um, he will pop up and chastise you for resetting the game and not, without saving. You know, with the assumption being that like you're trying to, like something bad happened or you did something you didn't want to, you didn't want to, or whatever, and or you're basically safe scumming or something, he will chastise you for that. Um, and you can give him whatever excuse like, oh, my battery right out on my 3DS. Um, my brother picked the or sister that I don't actually have in real life. Um, I mean, I have cats. I guess you could say my brother and sister might actually accidentally. My cat brother and sisters probably could have. In this case, my daughter, my kitty daughter, hit the power button. Um, anyway, game progress. Other. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there's like an actual hex editor here. Game options. Other. Oh, you can actually edit their love points. So if you're interested in seeing what everyone's love points are, um, Eris's are 75. Tifa is at 49. Yuffie is at 38, and Barrett is at 26. We also have our number of steps here. We've taken 4,682 steps. Materia stolen by Yuffie. Let's see here. Items. Casino Guild. Our number of battles. We could actually add that if we want to, like. Oh yeah, Turtle Paradise Flyers collected. Um. So here we go. So these are actual like items. So I'm not sure if we can actually so we can get um so in case we can't actually read them later, these are the original translations. Not the new translation, so we don't know what it is. It just says Turtle Paradise newsletter number 1, newsletter number 2. So dang it. So we well, it's possible we might still be able to read them because we're not actually literally taking them from the game world. We're literally, um, I don't know, like we may or may not be able to look at them again. So apologies for that. Um, Now, granted, I could use Black Chocobo to actually warp myself through save editing, for the power of save editing to the locations that we need to um, attain these items from. It could really bug out the game potentially. I didn't even back up my save before doing this. Damn it. Um, yeah. I guess I should add this to my account because like, even if it is like um something I don't necessarily consider to be a cheat per se. Um, it's still a major save edit thing. So we're gonna, of course, again, I should emphasize that the Chocobo thing, the edits we made to get ourselves up to getting a gold Chocobo, are consolidated into one save edit idea. There are multiple save edits multiple save edits that are being used to a particular purpose. Count as one. And in this case, we only need to do one save edit because we're only doing this for the flyers that we cannot reach right now, but could reach earlier, which is is how I justify it. Like we could have, if this were a well-designed strategy guide, it would have told us, hey, there's this flyer in this place that you should go grab. Instead, it's in this side panel at the end of the book. So flying for free is at the Ghost Hotel in Gold Saucer. I don't know if we can actually dock with the Gold Saucer. Probably not. I think that should be an option in the remake to just fly up to Gold Saucer and. I mean, I'm not sure if there'd be any reason for it to have an airship dock logically, but quality of life, really. Instead of having to go for the animation every time and having to walk through this place again. So I'm probably gonna have to okay. I'm sorry, but we'll be closed for a while. We have to take some time to consider what we can keep this place running under the current conditions. What? Do I actually have to cheat the... Hey. I paid I paid $3,000, 3,000 gil to... Why? Oh dear God. Really? I'm not going to consider this to be an extra save edit. Because again, following my own rules, multiple save edits to a particular purpose are one save edit. We could have gotten this before. We didn't because we're idiots and because it's the walkthrough. This particular strategy guide does not speak about these things until the very last page. Not the very last page, but the very end of it. If I were following an actual online walkthrough, they probably mention these things as we go along. So again, apologies if there's actually text attached to it and we don't get to read it. Sorry. Blame Square Enix for... Actually, blame Brady Games. A company that no longer exists. Thank God. At least as far as I know. They're still doing stuff. I don't know. Why am I going to data folder? We're going to save folder. Okay, so there are actually two in Cosmo Canyon. I think we may have found them already. Let's probably just go to the end because it's in Cosmo Canyon. Anyway. Actually, we did find the fifth flyer. And the fourth flyer already. So we just need to go to Yuffie's house. We found all the ones in Cosmo Canyon already. Cool. We could see that here, so we don't have to wait their frickin' time. So we just need to go to Wutai, and I think there's as you know, there's 7. There's one in Wutai? I don't know, we'll have to look at because apparently there's a 7th one. So yeah. Which if there's a 7th one that's not covered by the guide, then that's bullshit. We just know it's in Wutai. In the overworld area of Wutai. But anyway, I was thinking maybe it would be something like that, but then again, it doesn't make a save when we exit the game. So maybe there's some sort of flag for I'm assuming there's a flag that triggers when we open a new save. At least at this point in the game. And then when we return to the High Wind after here we go, we're in the overworld, we're returning to the High Wind. Then Sid does a little animation here. Corella for Condor. So basically this is a kind of quality of life edition. It's actually pretty neat. So basically, if I were to put down this game after Cloud, it was after all these recent events, and Tifa leaves the party, and we have like different places to go. And something happens, like I may lose interest for a little while. I come back and I'm like, okay, I want to play some more Final Fantasy. What do I need to do again? This actually helps you with that. Granted, this is the only spot in the game where that happens, but it actually kind of makes sense in a way because, like this is the freedom point. You had the Highwind. You can go anywhere in the world, or almost anywhere in the world. So, like normally, if you normally like if I put down the game, at any other point in the game, and booted it back up, I'd be a little lost about like maybe what like a year later or a month later or however long, long enough for me to like forget. Okay, what do we need to go? What do we need to do? It'll be fairly obvious because for most of the game up until now, it's been a fairly linear path. More or less. We have degrees of freedom now, but there's only so many places we can check before to figure out what we need to do next. Like when we get like the tiny Bronco or whatever, maybe that could be a little confusing, because there is a degree of freedom we possess at that point too. But I mean, there's only something they could do as game designers to like really, we don't have a Highwind, like an actual bridge that you're regularly going to be able to go to a fixed point where like you could just automatically remind the players of like what they need to do next. So it's a good touch. Is what I'm saying. It's a nice touch to have in the game. I wonder the reason why the Gold Saucer's closed because Cloud isn't in the party. Actually, that probably is the exact reason why. Ellie, what the hell? Come out here. Come where I can see you. Oh, you're over there. What's wrong, Ellie? Am I raising my voice? Is that? I'm sorry, I'm raising my voice. I'm not angry or anything or irritated. I'm just raising my voice because that's what we do. That's it runs in my family. We're all loudmouths. I'm sorry. I will try to use my indoor voice a bit more. If it really upsets you that much. He just looks at me. Anyway, yeah, I think it's because basically Cloud is no longer in the party, and a lot of the games in Ghoul Saucer are like designed around his animations. Like the basketball game, for example, like that's him throwing the basketball. Like no other character has that animation attached to them. And then like there's all the the VR game stuff, all features Cloud, and the idea is that it's a VR type thing. So like the fighting game that the Jonkinpon, the Jonkin, rock paper scissors fighting game, like that has a hologram of Cloud. Now granted, like I don't know, it'd be difficult to justify like why it would come up as Cloud when like Sid goes up to it. You know. Now in the remake, I think they could literally have anyone at the head of the party, and actually be kind of cool in a way. To like, I like it if like you could have like anyone play the snowboarding game, like have Tifa doing mad snowboarding skills. Um, but that would actually be kind of neat. Square make it happen. And actually, at this point in the game, I think we should ditch the idea of Sid being the literal leader of the party. We should basically have a Chrono Trigger um, uh, thing here. Now, not to spoil too much about Chrono Trigger, but there is a point in the game where you can start having any configuration of characters in your party. Chrono no longer needs to be in the party, or no longer needs to be like the leader of the party. Like up until that point, Chrono has to be in the party. And I'll actually say, like, I'll only spoil this much. There's a point where Chrono, the main character, leaves the party. And you can get him back in the party. But even when you do, he doesn't have to be in the party. So I'd like that if that idea, like in part 3 of my, of my concept of a Final Fantasy VII remake trilogy, this freedom aspect will extend to some extent at least, to who is in the playable party. I'd also have a system wherein basically the party never really splits up. It's just the characters that you are, the actual party that you have will just be the people that you're controlling and involving in combat. Everyone else is kind of like tagging behind. Maybe the general leader, they're doing their own fights. Maybe they'll come in and support. Maybe there'll be like some sort of support feature where they occasionally chip in and do something cool at random, kind of like Persona 4 or Persona 4 Golden specifically. I think Persona 5 might have some similar concepts, but yeah, don't have the idea they're splitting up. Treat it kind of like basically like Final Fantasy 9, where like, heck, they could they could do the active time event idea. I could love if they brought that back for Final Fantasy 7 remake. Like that would be awesome. That would be incredible. But anyway, so we're heading to Wutai. It might happen with Tifa leaves the party, officially, like, with Tifa leaving the party being the official, like, chop-off point where we are able to, like, now, I like the idea of Sid being the new leader, at least temporarily, or the provisional leader of the group while in Cloud and Tifa's absence. I keep that the same, but I would not require him to be in the party, and I also would not close down Old Saucer during this time. Like, I even had the idea, like, maybe at least in Gold Saucer, like, almost anyone in the party could actually, like, go off, and you can, like, take control of anybody in the party and just go off and play. Because it'd be cool to play some of the, like, the holographic, games as different characters. That'd just be a cool thing, and it'd probably be a little bit easier to do, like, the animations and things for multiple characters. With, like, the kind of budget they have access to, hopefully. But anyway. So, think this is Yuffie's house? Maybe? Yeah, okay. So I think this might be the Turtle Paradise Flyer. Maybe? There we go, Turtle Lounge is it's called here. Yeah. So hopefully we'll be able to read these again. Actually, you can test that right now. You haven't truly been to Wutai until you've had a drink at the Turtle Lounge. To find us, keep an eye out for the big pot located at the entrance. Yeah, so even after we've read it, we can read it again. So we will check all of the other ones we missed later on. So we can just read them. So, that's all 6 according to the Brady guide. Now I gotta figure out where the heck it is. Okay, that's the crazy cat lady's house. I think Turtle Lounge is actually here. This could also be the final Turtle Lounge flyer. Turtle Lounge flyer campaign. The Turtle Lounge flyer campaign is now on. Keep an eye out for Turtle Lounge newsletter posted in all locations all over the world. Okay, there's 6. Okay, so there's 6 that have posted in total. If you find them, be sure to notify me and claim your prize. All you need to do is read them, but please don't tear them down. Give other customers a chance. Owner of a Turtle Lounge. Apparently there's a flag assigned to this too for some reason. Birds are gonna start shaking and then that huge sun appeared. You think this is it? Oh, you managed to find all 6 flyers. Marvelous, congratulations. Here's the prize as promised. Power source. Guard source. Magic source. Mind source. Speed source. Luck source. Mega elixir. Come and visit the Turtle Lounge anytime. Okay. Oh, there. It's kind of lonely here, isn't it? Not much to be done about it, though. Not with the way things are at the moment. There's no use in fighting it. We should all just sit back here and enjoy nice turkey salad. I don't know how the heck they confirm that you've seen all the posters. I mean, I guess you could like say you had to like almost make a note of like where each of them is, maybe. So I think this might be all the side missions we can do at the moment. And we could try and get all the, we could go to the ancient forest, but, there's a lot of monsters that may be very high level. It's like there's Diablo, I guess is one of the ones. You can fight El Diablo. So let's see if there's actually a listing for that monster here in the guide. So that's level 41. Huh. Like we're level like our levels are pretty high. Rift Sack. Let's look at like all the monsters that can spawn in there are. Maybe further evidence that Level 40. Um, and Epilanus. Level 36 is even lower. Area 2 has just items. Area 3 has materia. Area 4 has more materia. So, yeah, it looks like the enemies we can run into are all lower level than us. Even Diablo is like, I think Diablo is like the highest level one, and he's level 41. So like, this could be like something we should do while we're still remotely like going to be challenged by it. Um, Let me at least see if it's possible. Is it on the map? It should be. It's probably the W. Or something. Like, let's see here. The Ancient Forest. Just east of Cosmo Canyon. The earlier you can get here, the more rough all the items are. See, that's the Ancient Forest right there. So here's the Ancient Forest. It's one huge this place is one huge puzzle where you must figure out how to use the frogs, insects, and other items to get through the path. You can pick up frogs and insects and move them to various locations. Placing them in the right spot initiates an interaction with something. Insects can be used to collect picture flowers and to lure out frogs. Frogs can be picture plants and then launch you to new areas as they bust out. So yeah, there's like stamens and stuff. You can use the fling cloud, dude. We don't have cloud. We're flinging. Okay. I'm not sure if we need to like really read the details about the different things. Just read the instructions. Pick up 3 insects near the start and move them all to an area near the pitcher flowers. You can release captured insects and frogs by pressing X. The effect is different depending on where they are released, so try using them in different places. To give it, press square, but you'll be returned to the entrance. No, hey. Can I Move them all to the... I think we need to move them each individually. Okay, so... Okay. This is bad game design. Already bad game design. What I mean by that is this is a puzzle intensive area. There are a lot of puzzles here. Very complicated puzzles. And yet we have random encounters. So we can't steal anything from Diablo. Riftsack. I should have done this when we were the enemies that are around here. It's time for Riftsack. Riftsack. Or Rilfsack. Rilfsack. Okay. And Epilonis doesn't. Let's see if Epilonis has anything. I don't have to figure which one's which. Oh my god, I just need to figure what Epilonis is. Has Wizard Bracelet. Okay, they're the bird-like creatures. So they have Wizard Bracelets. We don't have any of them with us right now. Yeah, that's Diablo. I guess they translated this properly. Like, I haven't even fought this guy yet, and now I'm saying they're bad game design. Because we're... Yeah, like, mixing puzzles and random encounters is... in my opinion, bad game design. Also, I don't think Lore Runner went here in his review, which I think is something of a mistake. Because... I mean, his approach is to approach it as if he was a new player who didn't know about all the little secrets and stuff. But the thing is that all the little secrets, when you're judging the game, when you're reviewing the game, all the side content and little secrets and stuff are all part of the game. And the things that you may discover, you know, randomly in repeat playthroughs or, damn it, this is gonna have a low success rate. I gotta figure out where we could attain like a stealing, whatever the thing that allows you to steal more easily is. There we go. Uh-oh. Hopefully I only succeeded because... Okay. I should probably haste this, damn it. There we go. I'm gonna use a... Okay, now what? As you guys then place each one in the picture flower to make a bridge to the other side. You must place one insect in the picture flower, and then stand on the closed picture flower to place the next insect. Okay. This is really... It sounds really tricky. What? Did you go up here? Oh, there we go. Really? Okay. Okay, tiny minigame. We're going to add multiple, I mean, consolidate into one. But the way that we have freaking tiny minigames here is... To get the item from the marine fly trap. Approach it from the right and barely step on it. Okay. Leaves suck. I don't have anything. Really? Working clip. Okay. Okay. Hey, Rower. Oreo. Oreo. Okay. Pip an insect and then jump to the high ledge. Lay the insect down on the leaf so that it jumps into the flower picture. The frog eats the insect, place the frog into the picture flower, and use the flower bridge to reach the opposite end. My god. Is once across, pick the nearby frog and put it into the left picture flower. Just stand on the top. I'm gonna do this one step at a time. Inside it, then jump onto the high ledge. Ow. How do I jump onto the high ledge? No, I can't jump onto the high ledge with... How do I jump onto the high... We're at low health. No. No, don't cast Kiraga now. Cast Kiraga now. No, cast... No. Uncast Kiraga and recast it. Maybe I need to use a summon to do it. Here, jump. So... Sorry, frog. You are necessary. Go to hell? The frig? Great. How do I place the frog in there without actually triggering it? Go to hell! Put it into... How the hell does this work? Wait a minute, I need to put it into the pitcher flower. Okay. Now I'm just not paying attention. What the friggin' hell? How much bloody MP do I need to... Go to hell! Okay, we need to go to the left one. This is left, right? Left, right? There you go. Okay, I should stand on top of the flower until the frog pops out. Okay. And pick up a large beehive. Not the bees! Okay. Tricol materia. Okay. Pick the frag up, put it into the right pitcher flower. How do we get the Minerva Band, though? How do we get the Minerva Band? It doesn't even tell me how to get the Minerva Band. Wow. This guy mentions the Minerva Band, it doesn't tell me how to get it. This is bad strategy guide design. I can steal from Elena? Okay. Okay, proceed to the next area. Okay, cool. So we're just proceeding to the next area as the guide indicates. Okay. Pick up 2 insects and put them into the pitcher flowers so Cloud can reach the springy stomach. Actually, this is pretty well designed because I mean, you basically you had that frog that pops up and swallows the insect, and that sort of shows off the pitcher plant mechanic. I believe these are. I believe the insects are actually permanent. They don't get, like, gonna help. What the hell are you? Young, I'm pretty sure it's not the original name. Damn it! I think we have to attack her to wake her up. Sorry. We need to steal, or attempt to steal, see if there's if we steal. Oh great, there's... Okay, it's called Audiog. Here, I'm pretty sure it's called something else originally. Because of course it is. The strategy guide is full of shit because it doesn't tell us about any new enemies. Yeah, there's nothing. Hopefully, I can find a guide simply mentioning the Adiug. Also called the Hochu. That might actually be the name in the guide. So, cool. Hochu. Hochu. Bless you. Gesundheit. No, what? Is it literally just not in the guide? There's Hojo and Hippogriff. It was really planned to be encountered in ancient forts, but we left out of the final game. Okay. So this is like removed content added back to the game by but still it's not in the freaking guide. But being in the game, it's just in the battle arena. When you steal a circlet, it has a 14.06 chance. Okay. Circlet might be nice to have. I don't know. What? Oh, come on. Great pollen. Steal. Great. What? What the hell? Okay. Let's go ahead and def guy gets this asshole. Increases magic and intellect. That's cool. So Crystal Bangle gives us 6 link slots. Resident Bracelet gives us 2 extra. So yeah, this is pretty cool. It lowers our defense significantly, our evasion a bit, but it is cool. I'm probably gonna do it on I think he's kind of our Thoroughbred caster? More of a summoner, but whatever. So full cure. Oh, that's interesting. So full cure, you literally do not have the ability at first level. It's like there for you to unlock it by having it equipped to you. What does strike all do? Like, is that... I mean, that might be a feature? There's a feature. Okay. Mimic. Yeah, we had to like just equip it and then get AP until we get a 3,000 AP to get, hopefully get full cure. That's actually interesting. So this, cast the paired magic or summon 4 times. Now, granted, I think it will require you to spend 4 times as much MP if it's balanced at all. Like, Tetra Magic Knights of the Round would be incredibly overpowered if you only had to pay for 1 Knights of the Round. And I'm very tempted to equip Knights of the Round and to just show what it's like. Especially considering that it probably requires a lot of MP, so I'm automatically, as it is, deterred from abusing it. And not a lot of enemies are going to be worth using it on. So that's probably a new fire materia that we got from mastering a current fire materia. They show off Tetra Magic. Yeah, Knights around property to our weapon or armor. I'm not sure what the hell that does. I'm not sure if that's gonna like a counterattack with knights in the round. That would be kind of crazy. I think it's cast knights in the round. Not sure. That's interesting. So, materia can't grow at all within an ultimate weapon. Or typically can't grow within an ultimate weapon. So, yeah, you're gonna want to like make sure that everything that you attach to that is mastered. That's good to know. Wait, what? Okay, so we're gonna go up and all the way to the right. It is actually a summon. Typhoon is wind. Huh. We've already gotten like all the stuff from transform here, and I don't commonly use that, so okay. Go back all the way to the left and climb down limit to area 2. And what? Oh, come on. Is that instant death, or was she really that low on HP? Do we need to have like instant death protection on us? Okay, there's a maneuver bracelet. Not down to use the frog trick again. Okay, that means maybe a level below us, but they do hit pretty hard. Okay. Does it spit out the insects that it... Okay. So this isn't like... Ah! I guess it's not so terrible, but it shows it's terrible again. Wow. Don't we have rise? There we go. Let's see what Typhoon looks like. Okay. It does 0 damage. We can actually summon knights to the round. We actually have enough MP to summon knights to the round. Just for the hell of it, just because Typhoon did 0 damage. This is the only time we're gonna do this in a long time. One, because it takes a lot of MP, and two, because it's a pretty damn freaking long animation. Or dance the round table, we dance whenever we're able. I don't know all the rest of the words. It'd be funny if like the animation just ends when we do the damage that kills them. I'm pretty sure they're already dead. If it turns out, I'm gonna be like, what? There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the longest summon in the game. And the most powerful, but it's offset somewhat with the fact. Yeah. Yeah. Back up here for some reason. Go halfway to the right, rock behind the broken limb just before the free string summons, and you'll find a path that leads back down to Area 3. Nope, that's not what. We've gone too far. Damn it! This map needs to be better. Whoa. Okay. The ability to strike multiple enemies is maybe a little OP. The map doesn't indicate where we are supposed to go. Well, behind the broken limb, just before the springy summons, you'll find a path. Let's walk behind. There we go. Okay. Place this at an open pitcher flower to reach the beehive. Oh, come on. Okay. Put the beehive in the mutant fight prep the same way you did in area 2, and then use the second insect to reach the left area again. Hey. No fair. You're not even supposed to be here today. There we go. Okay. Put in front of. Grab an insect, put in front of the hollow tree to lure out a frog. Leave the frog for a moment and go grab the other insect and area, put the insect and pitch your flower on the right, and get the flower and hop back to the right side. Wow, this is like really a lot. that the hollow tree? This is the hollow tree. Can't escape. Found Bahamut. Wait, which one is the hollow tree? I didn't kill it. I can't see a hollow tree. Ah! I should probably have Sid kill them. I'm just sick and tired of this. I mean, I don't know if I can be that critical of the puzzle design. I mean, I'm using a walkthrough, so I can't really, like, say it's great. Now I get to frickin' look at the IGN walkthrough. Oh great, I can't, because I'm an idiot. I think we're supposed to jump over here. What? Can I get over here? Should I just frickin' Am I a dead man walking? Am I a dead man walking? Am I a freaking dead man walking now? Do I have to start all the way back at the beginning? That's an option. It's not an option I want. Do I have all my items back? I don't think we would. I think it resets all the puzzles. Which is still bullshit. There's so many levels of bullshit. And enemy encounters again. I just wanted to use strike. Can I freaking use strike? That is actually more effective than... That's a quality of life feature I'd love to have in here. Just the ability to bank my limit and do regular attacks. What the hell? I want to disable encounters. There should not be random encounters here. Like, I understand this is supposed to be like a super duper optional challenge area, but like, I have a time limit. I have 30 minutes left to go and redo all these puzzles and get back to where I was. And Yuffie's dead again. You know what, I might... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna freaking cheat! Add to my cheat counter again. Or my freaking save edit counter. Now, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to cheat myself. This is going to be a very minor cheat. Okay? Hopefully. Because I want to do this as fairly as I can. I want to make this functionally a walkthrough. So I have to demonstrate how you do this right. So I'm going to do it right. But I'm going to undo what I did to screw this up. So for the power of save editing, we're going to warp ourselves back to the screen, to the reset screen, where we screwed up. So we still have to do everything over again on that screen. Probably. But we don't have to go through all the other screens to get there. Because even with the guide, I couldn't figure out what the hell I was supposed to do or where the hell I was supposed to go. And that's bad. That is bad game design and bad strategy guide writing. Now I'm going to make another backup. Our fourth backup. And suddenly it's not responding. Okay, there we go. Okay, I can't find it. Oh, I can just change like the location name. Okay. Yeah, this is where we want to be. It should take us directly to the spot where we want to be. What the hell? Okay, it didn't work. Why didn't that work? Did I not, like, handle that properly? Can't we just go through one episode without me having to frickin'... We're here. That's where we want to be. Just here. I need to look. I need to click the save location changes box. There we go. We're in the ancient forest. We're here. Okay. Okay, we did that. Now where the hell do we put down... in front of the hole in the nearby tree. Okay. Maybe it is this tree. I just haven't found the right spot. No. Oh, dear God. I wish I could frickin' save anywhere, anytime. That wasn't even me making a mistake. That was the game being stupid. This... It looks like a hole in a tree. That looks like a random encounter. With an enemy we don't want to freaking fight, but we can't escape because bullshit. Put some holy judgment on this son of a bitch. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be freaking looking up a freaking walkthrough for this damn, a freaking video walkthrough. What the hell? I can't... What the hell? Why are we... in a desert all of a sudden? Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're going all the way back to the left. It's not even a nearby tree. Okay, we're hopping onto this. Do I actually have to use it in this pitcher plant? Okay, here we go. Oh, come on! We literally do not have time for this. Why do we not have our other limit break? Did we actually give up, sacrifice all of our items that we got? No, we... I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. I don't know what the hell is going on. Did we lose everything? I guess I'm probably just gonna invade everything back in. Because this is bullshit. This entire thing is bullshit. It makes no sense. Now we have Typhoon. We have... This is really weird. Seriously! I don't care if it's cost too much MP. Hate these random encounters. They still didn't kill him. We've got a Critical Role game to watch in like almost like 23 minutes. We do not have time for this shit. What the hell? Why won't you die? We'll be fine. Oh. I have no idea how many people will get that reference. Okay. So, do I bleed the frog for a moment and go grab? Wait. What? Okay. Being absolutely sure. Okay. Grab the frog and hop back to the right side. Run to the right and set the frog near the rightmost picture of flower. Suggested side. Send the flower. Okay. Bam. We're getting apocalypse and more random encounters that we don't want. With enemies we hate. Nice to the round, assholes. Nice to the round. Man, new Bahamut guy. we got like 19 minutes, but we're like on the very final screen, so screw you guys. I'm going home. It's really not go on too infuriating tiny puzzles. It's more of an infuriating dead man walking puzzle. Apocalypse. And Elixir, which is kind of disappointing at the very last level we get. Hey, cool, first try this time. Bam! We're done. So what are all the items we got? I think Apocalypse might be it's based towards Yuffie because we want her to be just fast. I'll give that to Yuffie too. Because I got 2 wizard bracelets out of that. Highbrow ST I think goes to Vincent. Spriggan Clip goes to Anaki. Whatever bracelet is for anywhere that nullifies a bunch of things. Only one can equip it. Apocalypse is obviously for Cloud. It might be its like a second best weapon. Hell yeah! That's actually better, like it's... Let's see. The Winchester's probably the next best one. Let's head back to the High Wind. Okay, so tomorrow will be, at some point will be, probably do Fort Condor first because just, yeah. There we go. I got like 14 minutes to spare. Okay, let's head over to our patrons, which doesn't have anybody so far aside from a little, token credit to our producer Aaron McMahon. Thank you, Aaron. And of course, there's a whole bunch of things you can do. I take a few seconds of your time. A Minecraft ROM you can check out. That's totally does not use any cheating at all. I can guarantee it because you can get achievements on it. And when you get your first achievement on that server, you will realize, hey, we never changed away from we never switched to creative mode or anything. So it's all totally legit, peaceful some of it done on easy, but most of it's peaceful. And currently it's peaceful. We might switch to easy from time to time, just to do things that you can only do in easy mode, but with enemies involved. But besides that, it's peaceful by default. Anyway, so far I think only one of our save edits has been egregious. Being the steps to a technical chocobo. Call that flat out cheating if you must, but like at least I didn't like cheat a gold chocobo. I cheated some of the steps to get a gold chocobo because I didn't want to like spend episode upon episode upon episode, or even off screen, grinding to get it legitimately, because it's far too much work. I mean, I hate to sound like a lazy bum, but it's too much work. I literally do not have the time. I want to have time. I want to move on and get back to playing Dragon Age Inquisition, before the thunderstorm of games that are coming out in and actually, according to my mom has done my taxes, and according to her calculations, I'm getting actually about like $600. So I'm probably gonna have some money to spare even. Then I'm probably not gonna get the mega collector's edition of Final Fantasy VII even. So, I maybe like I'll probably get my tax returning, like do the math to see if I could actually get the collector's edition. If it's still available for pre-order by the time I get my tax return, I might be tempted. But there's a bunch of other things I can get put it towards that might be more worthwhile than that, really. But in any case, thanks for watching, and until next time, sayonara.